right.
What's up?
Wack100. How's
What's
it going?
up? I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
Third
You know what
time.
I'm saying? Woke up on a Sunday. I said, man, let me go pull up on my homeboy Cam Capone. I see he been doing a couple interviews of no substance.
No substance. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me have it, man. What's going on?
I mean, you know, little this, little that. You know what I mean? You know, like the content side world is drying up. I'm all right because I got a mind and I got history. So, you know, I can wake up and talk about real estate. I can talk about my story. I can talk about Harleys. I can talk about music, whatever. I can talk about a bunch of stuff. So it ain't never gonna dry for me. Plus I got my table set pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, if you think about it, you got the No Jumper Element, Blad, Academics, Flacco, Trap Lord Ross, Bomb First, Cam Capone, Joe Budden's my comrade, Noriega's my comrade. You know what I'm saying? Just to name a few, right? So you know I got a pretty solid table where I can kind of plug in if I ever need to plug in. But you know, I kind of try to keep the algorithm right. You know, I've been doing a little more on my own YouTube channel lately. I didn't know what to do. I just jump on there and, you know, address issues, little exposing going on.
Right, you got the exposers.
Hey, yo, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Military vets, ex-cons, cats that work in the legal field. The exposers is a real thing.
Speaking of exposing, Lil Meech is driving with his friend, and they get pulled over by the police. Meech throws everything on his friend. His friend's asleep. Video comes out. I guess the guns are okay to be in the car, but
Florida.
Little Meech goes, "Did you find anything else?"
No, he didn't say, did you find anything else? See, there you go, Cam. You always like to give somebody way out. Lil Meech said, did you find the other stuff?
The other stuff.
He said, we got the guns, but we ain't tripping the guns again. No, not the guns, the other stuff. And the other stuff has ultimately got him booked because whenever you have drugs involved around guns, they're gonna say the guns is there to protect the drugs. So that's where the time come from. I mean, what are you even talking in the back of the squad car anyway?
Man,
You already did the BS. Now, I don't think none of y'all thought about it. Why you think Meech did that?
Well, I mean, I would guess he didn't want to go to jail.
Okay.
I mean,
now you do understand that dude realized you just threw all this stuff on my lap while I was asleep. I'm gonna beat your little ass. So by the police telling Lil Meech, we ain't tripping the guns, that was telling Lil Meech, they might possibly let them go right now. He needed to find a way to where they was gonna take dude. He did not want to get back in that SUV with that man. Because you already done threw the guns on his lap. And the other stuff, you know, he must have tucked that how he tucked it. Or the other dude never even knew it was drugs in the car. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but, you know, to each his own. You know, the popularity vote is gonna reign supreme. Big Meech, that's his son, you know, but he know what it is. I'm pretty sure he done sat dude down and said, hey, look, man, you need to stop playing out here. You already, he's single-handedly destroying the BMF name. Big Meech already had his allegations. You done ran enough Blue Da Vinci content that come out to be real. We still got the elephant in the room lingering. 50 Cent in his sit-down with the young lady, exposing what's what. It's coming. I understand, 50. I do the same shit. I let you get comfortable, that you think I done forgot about it, and then boom, you'll wake up to it. Yeah, that's a fact. It's definitely coming. right? So, you know, at the end of the day, it looks to me like I'm watching BMF like 50 kind of wrapping that up. He could have kept it going for another season, but I don't think he's doing it.
You know, that's the thing is, I don't think they've officially canceled it yet.
Well, it's gonna be on 50. What he probably gonna do is shelf it and or let somebody come buy him out to where he ain't gotta spend no money and he still get money. But it might be a year or two from now. By that time, it'll be a dead issue anyway.
I definitely think BMF is slowing down. The numbers aren't quite the same. The interest isn't the same.
Bro, the main character who's supposed to be the facade, he keep getting caught telling in real life.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad, man. One of the things that's going on right now, man, is top 5 gets stabbed in the UK after saying there's no killers in the UK.
Bro, who's been the man saying dude mouth gonna get himself hurt? His mouth gonna get himself hurt and get some people caught up, bro. Like, I see, when you dealing with a dude, he might have some people around him. I guess my mentality is, I used to be that guy from a kid on up, right? So I know in Ireland, it's gangsters in Ireland. They don't dress gangster. I met them. They allowed me to go shoot a music video in their hood. Me and an artist named Nicky D's from out this way somewhere, right? He's Irish. We in Ireland, like Dublin. Them dudes had those Nike jogger suits, regular. But when we got to their neighborhood, how it was set up, it was their neighborhood, right? So to say it ain't no gangsters in the UK is crazy. They knife game out there is insane. They got some shit called a zombie knife. How cats talk about AKs and ARs and switches out here, they got something called a zombie knife. They gonna cut you. I seen the scar. You know, they'd have been about 2 inches down by that Adam's apple, dude would have had a problem. The crazy part about it, it still ain't gonna stop him. It ain't gonna slow him down.
Yeah, man. I mean, they just released a picture. That shit was nasty.
Bro, he'd have been down a little lower. He'd have been over with. Man. God giving me my chance, bro. Hopefully he slow down, man. And you know, I get it. Maybe it's his gimmick. Maybe it's his act. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but is it worth that?
Yeah, man.
Just talking crazy about some people, like, you know, like, it's one thing if he just was like getting into it with an artist or something, but you like, ain't no this out here. Cause they hit him on the sidewalk. That car, all that's cap. That ain't, they sliced him on the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he talk a lot of crazy. If he was to ever come down here to LA and get caught, he didn't violate it and disrespected everything. He'd never even know where it's coming from. And
right.
why?
I keep seeing this viral clip. I think Adam interviewed him and he said he put a gun to YG or something.
Just talking.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, you know, to each his own. I haven't heard Drake give him a shout out. I think Drake probably starting to understand you getting a little too wild. Let me go my way.
Well, Blueface posted some pictures to his IG. And he's kind of got, you know, some backlash for it.
What pictures he post?
He posted a picture with him standing next to a guy, you know, and it's been going viral. You didn't see it? He was in jail?
I mean, we take pictures with, it's a men's facility. So, you know, we take pictures with our workout partners, our buffing partners, our cellies, our homies on the yard. Like, that's what we do. I got thousands of them. Like, so what's the problem? Like, what's wrong with the picture?
I don't know. I just seen it going viral, and I just seen.
Okay, so what are they
You know, they
saying
thought
about?
he was big. They thought the guy that he was standing next to looked a little zesty in the picture.
Look zesty out. He was clean cut.
He had a funny look. He had like a smirk on his face.
Damn, they judging smirks and smiles. That's the case. 90% of the street dudes need dental attention. So I don't get it. I mean, if he might have been clean cut, it's a lot of dudes in there that's clean cut. They work in the program office or the kitchen or whatever, or they just like, they cleaning up. You know, they rehabilitating themselves, but I mean, what do you mean look zesty? That man's look is that man's look. What is he doing? He got lipstick on. He's sticking his tongue out. Where the picture at? I ain't seen it.
Let me see if I can find the picture.
You know, I don't pay them things like that no attention, cause I know what it is with nephew. But what they mean look zesty? They got some crazy looking people in there, weird looking people in there. They got all kind of looking.
So
it's like the world.
This guy right here.
Let me see.
Looks a little.
All right, let me analyze this photo, man. And I'm gonna analyze it like a convict. For real, let me check it out. Okay, he got some prison braids in his head. There's nothing wrong with it. He got a white beater. They both got white beaters on. Shit. Blueface got a hairstyle that is probably the only one like it in prison. He wearing this hairstyle that he started with rapping, his little curly top in prison. But I mean, dude got some braids in. He got the homemade rubber bands in his head that you make from the top of your sock. I can make some right now. And shit, he got a white beater on. Then he got a full beard. I mean, people be looking for anything, bro. I don't know.
One thing I wondered.
I mean, when I see like no disrespect, zesty to me is like Saucy Santana. Dude look like he gelling. He a little Crip. He look like he wild. You know what I'm saying? He look like he jelly. And knowing Blue, he got to be from his neighborhood show line, Harlem. He ain't gonna politic with too much of nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. When people ain't got nothing bad to say about you, they'll say anything.
What does the YSL tattoo mean?
What you mean?
Doesn't he have a YSL tattoo on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Schoolyard.
Okay. I didn't.
That's what it means. If you look at their hats, you might think it say NY. It say YM for Yank Mob. That's a clique. That's their thing. You pay attention to some of them schoolyards hats, it look like the Yankee hat, but it ain't. He from schoolyard Crips, so you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what that means.
Well, when does he get out, man? Because I know, you know, the internet is definitely not as exciting as it was when Blueface was out here.
He's scheduled for this year. I don't like to give dates because I'm an ex-convict, and it's like you give a date, it's like jinxing somebody. And one thing about our prison system, you ain't out until you out that gate. Tory Lanez, he damn near didn't make it out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just seen cats a day before catch a year. Or that morning get unalived. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you ain't out till you out. So, this is what we do know: August, September, October, November, December. The worst case is 150 days. So between now and 150 days, the return to Blueface will be here.
Well, that's what's up, man. Because it's definitely, you know, everybody's locked up,
But
man.
let me keep it real, right? You right. Blueface definitely lights the internet up, right? Social media, whatever, right? I hate to say it, Unc had to fill in. I had to keep it going. Okay. You know, that's one thing you watch, Cam Capone. You be watching what's going on. And I know you, because you one of them subtle dudes, you just shake your head and laugh. It ain't been a week that went by to where It wasn't nothing new there about Wack100.
Wack100 definitely, it stays in the headlines. That's a fact.
And this is the crazy part. I don't even try to do it. See, that's what's easy about it. When you just being yourself, it just happens. I don't even try to do it. People call you all day wanting you to interview them. You ain't got to reach for nobody. They're going to reach for you. But I will tell you this. YouTube, all you AI voices, over with. They ain't monetizing you no more.
I'm monetizing the AI voice.
Now I'm up in the air. They're saying if you're using other people's content, so all these dudes that do all this reaction videos, and they about to get hit? Because you got some dudes that solely and primarily survive off of what everybody else does. It'd be a 20-minute clip, 17 minutes be everybody else content, and they be like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think? Click, play. Oh man, I don't think that was right. What y'all, like, I'm thinking I read something that said, if you using other people's content, you can post it, but they ain't gonna pay you.
Okay. That would be good, you know, but then you got the news, you know, so it's kind of a weird fair use type of situation.
Bro, that's just what I read.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they said they're going to crack down on it or something. But I don't think they gave any specifics of, okay, you know what I'm saying, of the guidelines of what they're going to
No,
be.
they said AI, if you're using AI and other people's content, you can put it up, but we ain't paying you.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to use nobody else's content. I don't even know how to put it in my channel. I'm thugging it. 0 to whatever, just me. My woman probably know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. When I want to show paperwork, I got to use my other phone to put it in front of the camera. Like I'm glad I don't know how to do it, because it can get addicting. Because I can react to everybody's stuff with my own personal opinion. But them same people could also line you up, strike you. You could use the fair use, headaches, whatever, you know. So I like doing it my way. I think we about to phase out a lot of people.
There's a lot of reaction channels. Too many. In the hip hop West Coast space.
Bro, they only there because that's what they surviving off of. They ain't got their own content. You know what I'm saying? Where your boy big homie CC, man?
I think he's out of the country somewhere.
I seen that. I seen him capping against CC. I talked to him, right? CC said something about, what did he say? He said, these are the people they sent to assassinate me. Did you see?
I didn't see it.
Yo, hey, look, you gotta love dude, bro. He's gonna find a way. What he did to manage to get his big ass out the country, that's a plus. And now he's sitting over there, he's showing some violence going on, and he said, them the people they sent to assassinate me. But I remembered it, so it worked for him.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a talented dude, man. I love working with him, for sure. I seen a headline on Street TV. And in this headline, the headline read, Munchie B says that Wack100 is not a Pyru and cannot come outside anymore.
Well, this is the thing. Munchie B's not a Pyru, for one. 2, he's blind. He wouldn't know if I was outside or not. 3, he's a failed gang member, gangbanger. He failed. Bro, you ever played Pac-Man?
Yes.
Okay, now, Super Mario Brothers. When you play Super Mario Brothers, right, boom, you get 3, you know, they get you, boom, you come back. Get to the next level, boom, come back. You get to the next level. It's over with. It say game over, right? Whole time I'm on the side of you on another TV, I'm still playing, I get through the whole game, right? Who's the failure of Super Mario Brothers and who's the winner? The dude that got killed before we can get to the end of the game, right? He failed, right? The dude that got to the end of the game and, you know, got a chance to put his name up there and register his point, he's the winner. It says winner, right? So when you doing this gangbang thing, right? And you catch life in the process of gangbanging. You lose an arm, your eyes. You get put in a wheelchair in the process of gangbanging, right? Now you got another dude. Let's take me, for instance. Munchie, think early 30s or something. I've been from my neighborhood longer than he been living, right? 36 years I've been from my neighborhood, right? You take me. I went to jail, got out. I went to jail 5, 6 times. Got out, right? Did the street shit hustling. Drove around the hood like a hamster. Wanted to unalive people over a color. But through it all, I have managed to the age of 48 to survive that, come out of that, evolve. Been around the world 6, 7 times. Owned multiple businesses. Able to put my children through school. Own multiple prime pieces of prime real estate, right? I can look over there. I just heard a car pass by out there. I can look at you. I can talk. I can move. I can stand up, right? I would consider myself and people like me successors of that world because we went through it and we made it out of it in one piece. I'm not on medication. My mind is still with me. Bro, do you hear the way this dude talk? I'm gonna tell you why I feel sorry for Munchie B at. This is real talk. I can talk to you predominantly because about things I've seen, right? Even if somebody telling me I want to see it. Send me the video, send me the paperwork. I can talk to you about Oslo, Norway, or London, or how do you take the bullet train from London to Paris, or or Versailles Palace, or the Eiffel Tower, or Moscow, Russia, or the brothels in Russia, right? Sweden, Malmo. I can talk to you about these things, Italy, you know, because I've been there and seen it. I can tell you the best way to fly to Dubai is Emirates, business. I can tell you where the bar is at, where the shower's at, how many videos and movies it got available for you. I can tell you the color that the people wear. I can tell you how the Dubai airport looks because I was able to experience it. This dude, Munchie, and this might rub him the wrong way, the last sight he got is when he walked out his door and his own kind tried to turn his TV off. Now they end up breaking the bulb, you know, the little bulb, you know, because Munchie ain't a flat screen. He like the OG floor model. They got the little tube bulb in it. So when he's talking right now, only thing he can really talk about that he's seen is the county jail, his neighborhood, a few chicks in a liquor store. Now, my thing is, bro, you ain't did enough. Munchie would have been fooled back in my era. He ain't no Damu line pusher. The man weigh 118 pounds. He ain't got enough weight and enough gangster in him to be that. The opposition ain't gonna fear this man. They gonna smash this man. He could be part of the movement, but he ain't gonna be the forefront of the movement. It just don't work like that. You know, certain things come with certain dynamics. You know, if you finna go out here and race your car out here, bro, you better have something up under the hood. You can't go out there with a 4-cylinder talking about you finna drag race dude over here with some knots. You get what I'm saying? You got to have some type of muscle to your situation. So, you know, and it's another dude, he ain't got a lot to talk about. You get what, he ain't got a lot to talk about. He don't even know what the inside of a studio booth looked like. He didn't start rapping till he couldn't see. You know what I'm saying? You know, now he did outdo DMX. You know why they call DMX DMX, right?
No, I don't.
That means Dark Man X.
Okay, that's right.
He don't write. You know, he goes in the booth, turns the lights off, and just goes. Talented dude.
Okay.
But that was his choice. We could put a 1,000-watt light bulb in that, and Munchie B gonna still be in darkness. And I ain't trying to clown him, but you know, at the end of the day, it's like he knows who he is. He's sickly. And got a plate in his head. I didn't thought about it. I can't even put my hands on him because he might f around and check out. The only thing I could do is kick him in his ass real hard. You know what I'm saying? And as a joke, I might just kick him in his ass and walk away real quietly and let him act like doesn't nobody know and wait a couple days and then talk about it and let him deny it, then show the video. I can't hit him in his face. The dude got a metal plate. You don't be seeing dude look like a strawberry patch. That dude is red. Boy, hillbilly, he got hillbilly Bob beat. Dude is cherry red. He got a permanent red bandana on this side of his face. He red. Dude got a metal plate in his head from his injury. So what you gonna do? You fire on him, you allow him to catch a body. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do? You gotta let him just talk his talking. Whatever he do. I've never seen this man in my life. And he's never seen me and probably never will. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, Munchie C, as I call you, because your Crip partner kind of told me the past he got you while you was talking all this high power county jail shit, but he told me the past he got you while you was in there. He didn't let him run you. So Munchie B, I got a few places I can ask you if you win, because I be outside. I done been outside in a lot of places. You know, have you been to the Dubai Mall? Biggest mall in the world, someplace you should go. Have you been to the London Eye? Have you visited Big Ben? Did you go over there and see the guards, the marching guards? You know, have you been to a lot of places that I've been? Shit, you been to Alcatraz? It's a nice little sightseeing tour place. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever been to a Van Nuys Airport to know what flying private looks like? I can talk about a lot of things. You know, now the benefit is he can have a girlfriend with some raggedy coochie. He won't even know no better. She can have fleas, ticks, and lice, all kind of shit going on. He won't know no better. But end of the day, bro, he know I can't do nothing to him. All I can do is kick him in the ass. And hopefully I don't get no peanut butter on my shit. You asked the question, not me.
I asked the question. Okay, I didn't expect I didn't expect that at the end. Okay. You just posted a day or so ago, man. Are you and Ray J really beefing?
Well, it's never beef. That's my family. It's my business partner, my little homeboy. You know, Ray J gave me my first job in the music industry, my first real job. You know what I'm saying? He did that before anybody.
Before Suge and Death Row?
I've never did any business or made any money with Suge. I brought him things, but I had to learn that all his water was off. So we didn't know till like about 05, because he came home like 03. So about late 04, 05, when they took the name Death Row and he started calling it The Row, you got to think about it. His whole time he was out, he never put out another project. The last project Suge put out was in the 90s. Reggie put out the rest of the projects. Reggie Wright. So He wasn't in position to do any business. Shit, Suge owed me money. I buried his mother because he ain't had no money. People be like so blind to reality because they caught up in what they wanted to be. You don't remember that the attorneys kept pulling back because they wasn't getting paid? One attorney even went to jail for the BS Suge had him doing. His hand had got bad, but went to jail driving a pickup truck. I don't think y'all understand that Suge, his last 10, 12 years before he went to jail, it was hard for him. He was sleeping on homies' couches. You don't remember he caught a pimp case on Las Vegas Boulevard? If y'all really just think about everything and stop glazing and really look at what it is currently, the picture will be clear in front of you. Prior to, you heard Suge about dealing with prostitutes on some pimping shit, right? Did you hear about any of these type of things, any of this rhetoric? Absolutely not. So, Ray J, he does things that's beneficial for us all. That's a little broke. We'll figure it out. But I do know this. We got some crazy series coming to Tronics. Crazy series coming to Tronics. The Gangsta Grannies, you been watching that?
No, I heard the name.
The old ladies, the old Crip and Blood ladies you've been seeing on Instagram, it's all AI. We got the whole AI series. Gangsta Grannies, Dead Homies, and Killer Rat. Killer Rat is this dude who just got out. He from like Indiana. He says he is now this would be an interview for you. He's a professional snitch. And he's a gangster. He shoot, kills, robs. He gets out. He sets like you up with the dope. Set this dude up to go run the guns. Dude up to go pimp the women. That way, when he gets caught doing something he's not supposed to do, he got people to tell on. Yeah. So we're going to take all this real life stories and we're going to turn it into a series. Tronics Network. You know what I'm saying? And we got Ego, which is R&B show, coming to Tronics as well. That's kind of like the reverse Kevin Samuel. So fellas, I'm going to try to defend us the best I can. But she coming, man. She a little witty. She done wrote 7 books. Ordained minister. She's very witty. She's very smart. She's been around me a lot, so she done picked up my ways and my antics with what she already got going on. I'm going to fight her back the best I can. Y'all just keep in mind, when that camera go off, I still need my camera at home to come on. All right, so I'm only going to go so far.
You and Gene Deal have had some issues over the years.
I just know Gene. Gene know me. I know Gene personally. K. Slay is our factor in that. And even when Slay was alive, we used to wonder why he was going at Diddy and saying Slay kind of controlled it because he was working with Slay. And Slay like, bro, I don't need that coming at me. But it's like, Puff never did nothing to Gene. He never did nothing. You was never head security. Gene was a probation officer full-time New York City with a caseload. So there's no way you could be a full-time probation officer with a caseload and flying around with Puff every day. It just don't mix. So you was there at some times, but it was always other people that ran point to people that was there daily. So when you be saying crazy stuff like you was in the room when they was negotiating these deals and when they negotiated come on, bro. Like, you was around, but come on, like, and it's just enough is enough. It's like, he ain't did nothing to you. But now Puff situation is what it is. What else he gonna talk about?
Well, you had said that somebody was around, or you were around when he said what like his real problem with Diddy was?
He didn't help bury somebody that got killed. But that ain't Diddy's responsibility. If a dude's working for Pepsi Cola, right? And he's going to work every day and whatever. And they say, hey, we got an insurance policy you can buy into if you want to. He, elects not to do so, but they paying him $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 a month every month. And he dies, Pepsi Cola's not gonna go bury that dude. That's up to you to take the money we paying you to do or put things in place to take care of that.
That definitely seems to be a thing in hip hop that I kind of get frustrated with. Like, if something happens, if a rapper goes to jail, it's like everybody expects the label to bail him out. If the label don't bail him out, they're this evil person. But this is like the only industry that I think anybody ever says anything like that.
That's it. This is why I tend to do business with everybody or people that's like-minded. You're absolutely right. So, that ain't no reason to be mad at him. Have you heard Gene say one time what Puff done directly to him? As much talking as he does, what has Gene said? Puff didn't pay me. Puff left me. Puff screwed my chick. What has Gene said Puff did directly to him?
I don't think I've heard him say anything like that.
My point. It's a little too much, right?
Gene be going crazy, for sure.
We're going to see how crazy he go out Puff get his time, because at that point in time, ain't nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, the Diddy stores are going to slow down for sure, man. Were you surprised? What'd you think about his verdict?
I knew it was going to go his way once they start dropping charges. And I still think he's going to do some confinement. I'm thinking 33 to 60 months. 33 months, he'd be out next year. 60 months, he'd be out 2027. He go in, do the drug programs, halfway house. He have a year in. 60 months, I think you do like 4 years, 8 months. That leave him with 3 years, 8 months. Halfway house, 3 years, 2 months. Drug program, year off, 2 years, 2 months. That put him out 2027. So he got life. He got life in him. He got some life left in him. He gonna go to Camp Snoopy. I do believe that Trump will pardon him. If he gets anything over the time that Trump is in office, before Trump makes his exit, I believe he'll pardon Diddy.
On his way out.
On his way out.
Probably. I could see that. I just seen this interview that 1090 Jake did with a guy named China Brim. And he accused you of sending him fake paperwork on Jim Jones.
See, this is the thing. I just kind of had this type of situation on another platform. Everybody knows that it's the opposite way around. Let me ask you something. You ever known Wack to have some fake paperwork?
Never.
Okay. I've never said I had paperwork on Jim Jones. Always the audio. I've always went on the federal audio that was used in the federal trial, the wiretap. China Brim attempted to come on Clubhouse about 3.5 years ago. And I don't know why he playing with it, because we can go get the replays. With Jim Jones' fake paperwork, he puts the paperwork up. Guess what Wack spots? Hey, bro, why does the top right corner say United Kingdom? From that day forward, he left Clubhouse. So the only person that was trying to bring fake paperwork on Jim Jones was China Brim. Nobody else. So if Wack would have been presenting any paperwork, you'd be able to find it you find it anywhere. That's the case. I've never seen only paperwork they've ever had on Jim was his arrest down like in Atlanta or Carolina, some weed or whatever, some case down there. But from what we was talking about, all we had was the audio that 6ix9ine presented to us. China Brim is the one. And China, I got a wager. We could put 10,000 up. I'll have my team go pull the clip. It's not a problem, right? I believe we was in Eastern District back then. My boy Corey King was running that platform for the cats on the East Coast of New York or whatever, but China Brim's the one who presented the fake paperwork. And when we looked at it, him not knowing the element he's in, the top right-hand corner where it say like United States or a county, it said United Kingdom. We're like, bro, what do you got? And from that day, we never heard of China Brim again on Clubhouse.
So he just tried to flip the script on you just to kind of clear his name?
Now, this is where the controversial side of me works. Anything that I would have done to that magnitude, you would have been asking me about it. It would have been everywhere. 1090 Jake don't know no better because there was no 1090 Jake at this time. This type 2021, somewhere in there that this all transpired. And I think I addressed him on his own show about it. So, you know, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna have my spies and my team go find the replays and we just put it up. You know, I like to beat a person with their own voice. Cause if Wack would have did it, that would have been everywhere. That's a fact. I put some fake paperwork up on somebody, I ain't gonna never be able to lay that down. You talking Jim Jones? I've never seen no paperwork related to that case, only audio.
Are you and 1090 Jake good? Do you guys get along? I seen you guys had some issues in the past.
No, I mean, I ain't got no issues with 1090 and, you know, we have our little disputes, but 1090 all right with me. You know, we was in contact, you know, about this Larry Hoover shit he got. Because I kind of ran content to debunk what he was saying. But then he turned around and found content, which he been kind of quiet. I know he has content to debunk the people I interviewed. This is a fact, I seen it. So I know he was waiting on something else. He's been quiet, which means he's over there putting something together. But I ain't mad at it. It's all fun and war and games, you know what I'm saying? So it might be one of the times that I gotta accept that L. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I know the Larry Hoover thing was kind of crazy when it came out, man.
Yeah, 1090 got some, I debunked him. I found a dude that was the shooter, interviewed him. And 1090 didn't appreciate that. He like, nah, Wack, you ain't finna have me looking crazy. And he started digging and he dug up some shit. He sent it to me, I seen it. I seen the other side of it he ain't even mentioned. He got a whole nother side to that. I told him, bro, that's might be a little dangerous. But if he decides to let go what I've seen he had, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna shake some shit. And he got it. I've seen it.
That's gonna be crazy, man. I mean, just to even paperwork from the '60s. I mean, they didn't really have the paperwork, but to even dig something up from what, the '70s, I think?
60-something, he got it.
60-something.
But he has it, I seen it. Timestamp, dated, I read it. Yeah.
Damn. Here's something that I was definitely surprised to see, man. Aunt Hefe is accusing Loose Cannon of cooperating.
Why are you surprised to see that? I already exposed he was trying to cooperate. You just was scared to pick it up. We exposed it to the 10th level. You don't remember? My team even found his attorney, plant the seed, because the baby mama called me about a video, somebody being unalive. She saying Loose Cannon told her Big U is saying he gonna put that body on him. I'm like, he ain't do that body. Said, I go find the video. The shit ain't nothing exclusive, but I find it. She said, yeah, the attorney needs it. So I went and found the video, sent it in to her. I'm waiting 2-3 days. I said, hey, they charged him, like you said? No, not yet. So I start, you know, I'm like, well, where did he run into Big U at? And now I'm asking questions. All in the infirmary, bunch of lies. So I sit back and wait. The exposers go to work. Team go to work. They get to digging, they find the attorney. They call the attorney. The content on the internet. Now we'll send it to you. They call the attorney. Hey, you the one representing? Yeah, that's me. Okay, I'm the one that, did you get the video? Yeah, I got the video. So my guy tells him, yeah, we got the video with the audio. I'm gonna be the one bringing that in to you. Oh, yeah. Okay, so am I gonna have to go on file? He says, no. We want it to look like Tremaine Loose Cannon's turning it in so he can get the credit for it. It's what the attorney says.
Oh.
Verbally. So you're telling me, he said, yeah, I looked at the video, I see it, this. But he's like, well, will he get out? Will they let him out? He said, well, that's what we're aiming for, but he's definitely gonna get some amnesty, right? He's definitely gonna get some amnesty. This is the attorney. Luce's attorney said this, right? So it comes out, right? Boom. It comes out. Cat all right. It comes out. It comes out, right? Cease and desist goes out because academics played it, everybody played it. Now this is what's crazy. On the cease and desist, their thing was, oh, that's fake, what Wack and them put out. But on the cease and desist, you know what it says from the attorney? I was being recorded without my knowledge.
Oh, okay.
So what does that tell you, Cam? It wasn't fake, that was you. Right? But you know, I kind of like bagged up, we still got it. I'll send it to you if you want. Well, I had exposure, send it to you. But you know, and since then he's been telling people we gonna get out and this, that. Big U sent word to Eddie Boy, right? Actually sent word through Kenny Kingpin to Eddie Boy. Tell Wack and them they need to do their job. Somebody need to be in the courtroom. I was kind of against it before, but I'm for it now. They said, why? They said the last 2 times they went to court together, Loose Cannon was separated. Now, Aunt Hefe saying, dude is calling, trying to orchestrate drug deals to go from the streets to the institution. I wasn't on the jack. Aunt Hefe ain't the type of dude to just be making up them type of lies for no reason. But we all know that he's been working diligently to find a way up out of there.
Okay. For the record, he denies all this. I did Loose Cannon.
We got the content. Now, I don't know about the Aunt Hefe thing, but that other thing we talked about, we got the content. Straight up, A to Z. From the text messages to her asking me, to me getting it to her, to me asking what's up, to sitting back to the team, you can see my team tracking down the attorney, his information, to them making the call in there, to him talking to my team, and he said, I'm gonna be the one, okay, what day could I bring it in? When I bring it in, are they gonna put me on the stand? Or no, we wanna make it look like it come from Tremaine, so we can get the credit for it. Down to the cease and desist after they said I was a fake attorney of your real attorney saying, I didn't know I was being recorded. So we got all that. So it's obviously trying to find a way out. I mean, you know, I don't know, dude's still talking crazy about what he gonna do to people. This is diabolical. I've never seen nothing like this. I never seen a dude in there for armed robbery up under a RICO and then got other things lingering, and you still on the phone talking about what you gonna do to people. I've never seen it.
What's your thoughts looking back on your guys' friendship?
I mean, that was all business. Everything about him was business. I knew what it was. He didn't know I knew what it was. See, like dude taught me, that professional snitch dude, he said, Wack, when you working for the police, you gotta tell them the things you do. So they looked the other way. His job was to get my hands dirty. He tried about 3 times. He tried. 2 of them on camera. You don't remember the one that came out briefly? Everybody was in tuxedos and shit. It was like a gender reveal party. It was inside of a house.
I don't remember that.
I'm talking to the owner of the property because he want to shut it down because things going on in the house. I'm trying to get another 15, 20 minutes so we can do the reveal and leave. And when this happens, same BS happens. You know what Wack did? Hands up, went to the corner. When everybody left, like they was running from the police, what you think I did? Sat right there on that wall. See, when you already know what's going on, they can tell you what they want to say. You gotta always position yourself to debunk that. Police pulled up, hey dude, who was this guy? Oh, he was the guy trying to negotiate, getting some more time. Did he do anything? No, he didn't. Me and my woman jumped in my whip, we out. I'm clear. There's no jumper shit. Which paperwork is gonna come out, come to find out from what Jay Reed told Travis Ford. Remember, the biggest thing is why this dude come up there.
Right.
From what Jay Reed told Travis Ford, his phone records show Loose Cannon calling and texting him 15, 20 times to come up there. But as soon as he started doing what he was doing, what you see Wack do? Bro, a dude like that is never gonna catch me to the left. I'm not from San Bernardino, I'm not from Rolling 60s, I'm not for none of that. What you choose to do as a man on your bullshit is what you choose to do, right? So, I don't know, man. I do know Gigi has cases pending. I know she done turned in a whole bunch of stuff from what she's saying. Big Gigi on her YouTube channel. From my understanding, Jay Reed pressed charges, right?
From what I understand, J Reed, okay, you're talking about that one.
Yeah. Now, I believe Luce gonna turn all of them people in. His whole crew need to be worried about it. Cause I believe whatever they was doing, used to did or done did, he done ran out of options. That Money Mike video that he tried to use as a get out of jail free card to go figure out, been exposed, so ain't nobody gonna talk to him about that. So, you know, I don't know, bro. But it was what it was. I kept it simple for a reason.
You know, probably the craziest story to come out recently has been this T Grizzley 600 Wu thing story, man. He's on trial, I believe, right now for the murder of T Grizzley's aunt. I mean, this is probably, and this came out of nowhere. Like, I didn't know about it. Maybe you knew about it behind the scenes. I know people knew about it behind the scenes. They heard about it, but I mean, as far as like, you know, being public with this, like, not too many people heard about it, man. What's your thoughts on this?
I went to the funeral.
Oh.
See, that's the difference between me and a lot of these little dudes popping up. These they hamsters, they come off the little block. They don't know what's going on. First of all, give credit where credit's due. You've been getting a lot of your information from who? Flacco.
Yeah, I've watched Flacco's videos are very informative.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Poetic sure. Flacco's been covering that. I've been one of the ones, part of his insurance, that people can't call him a lie. He got 3 people in the courtroom. One of them don't know the other 2, right? I see all the details they on my phone coming from the people in the courtroom. That's a lot of lying been going on, a lot of fishy activity. The last thing was they're trying to determine if they're gonna keep the cell phone in play or kick it out. Cell phone get kicked out, they can't put dude at the murder scene. Cell phone stays, they put dude at the murder scene. Cell phone discrepancy, cell phone's not in his name. The hard thing to beat is this is the information you gave your probation officer as far as your contact. You got caught with the murder weapon in the vehicle. Discrepancies in the auntie saying you ran to the window when you heard a drive-by versus they saying you was on the porch. So versus somebody was waiting versus somebody pulled up. So, you know, it's a lot going on, but the ugliest part is the defense attorney standing up in court and saying, this ain't no murder for my client. This is a murder for hire hit by T Grizzley. So for the defense attorney to say this, not the DA who gets their information from detectives, for the defense attorney to say this, he got to get the information from who? The guy on trial, which is Wu-Tang.
Right, which I thought was completely crazy because then that implicates him.
Well, it could or it couldn't. The odds of it being one person on a move in Detroit, a drive from Chicago to Detroit, back to Chicago, is slim to none. It's probably another person out there who's no longer with us anymore.
That's very possible. That would, okay.
That's where it gets crazy. The defense attorney could only get that information from one person. His client. Client's the one on trial for murder. So I think if they don't throw this case out based upon that cell phone, before dude catch that L, I think he gonna talk. I hope it's not true. I know T Grizzley, I know JB, other associates. I hope it's not true. I personally have never seen anything to make me think T Grizzley would ever want something to happen to JB. You know, she was a great person. I mentored her in a lot of her business. She was cool, right? But a lot of things have come out, personal things. So, you know, you never know what's what. Me personally, I've never seen anything, heard there was any discrepancies, money, it was a problem. They were always together. She traveled with him. She was the one that helped him, invested money into him, that first song that we all adapted to. So, you know, what's the motive for that? I can't. You know, they was talking about a baby, but autopsy report says she wasn't pregnant.
Right. Right, that's what I seen too.
And that's what this Wu-Tang dude allegedly saying, right? But I don't know, maybe somebody told him something. And even at that still don't make sense. Like, why, if she was pregnant, why, that's still not motive, dude.
Yeah, I mean, to kill someone who you consider your aunt and, you know, that's...
Well, they aunt through marriage.
That's pretty wild.
They aunt through marriage.
Yeah, but...
That's his aunt through marriage, so that's his uncle's, that's his uncle's wife. Or was, I believe they might have been separated. You know, so every lot of people saying, bro, how could you hit your uncle's wife? I ain't gonna front, bro. R&B was my uncle's wife. Tore it down. Told Unc.
You do that to your uncle?
R&B would have made me do that. I'd have did that. I'd have broke the rules. R&B. I'm sprung, Cam. I'm cold. You know what I'm saying? I'm Boosie Collins. You understand what I'm telling you? I don't know if you ever been in love like I've been in love. You know what I'm saying? I'm all that. So you damn right. I'm tripping. I don't know what I would or wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely would have hit the queen behind my uncle's back. That's a fact.
Damn, okay.
Now, was they involved? I definitely believe they was. If I had to put my last dollar, I would say they was.
I interviewed Yella, and he seems to think that maybe it was like friendly fire. Okay, I remember that.
Bro, I was in the feds and I heard about that. Y'all playing crazy. Y'all ain't know that. Who the fuck is this nigga though? It's a goofy. I don't know no Wu-Tang, Do-Tang, Shoe-Tang. I don't know. All I know his ass is locked up in Detroit for T, Grizzley, Auntie. And this is what they said. They said the separation, whatever happened, somebody was shooting, woo-woo-woo. I don't even think it was intentionally. It probably was an accident. Somebody started blowing. And the same 4 extra shit, nigga, shooting over motherfuckers and just doing dumb shit. This what niggas doing dumb nigga shit. That's what it's called, dumb nigga shit. Doing stupid, ignorant shit. You're dumb. You done accidentally shot this man auntie to death. And not even, I don't know, I ain't gonna say that's an accident because they said she got shot about 8 times. Unless she got hit with a switch.
So you're saying that he was probably with. No, I don't want to break it down too much, but okay, that's kind of crazy.
Man, he was probably, we're gonna break it down. He probably was with the nigga when it happened, and something happened, and the nigga started shooting. I don't think it was intentionally like he just shot the nigga auntie. I think it probably was an accident, and he probably shot a switch, and that bitch, and knelt her ass. Rest in peace.
Nobody fired back. And where they was at, they say it was like a neutral area, ain't nothing over there. That 300 pounds on the porch. They said nigga got out on foot, opened the door, fired into the car. You fired into the car and the porch is right there. How's that friendly fire? I don't think that's gonna work. Unless the shooters was just zonked out their mind. I've had situations, bro, where cats didn't walk right past me. Maybe nervous, maybe high. I didn't have situations where cats walked right past me and got down in front of me, which pushed me behind them. So maybe that could have been it too. T Grizzley could have very well got out the car, went to the thing. Dude could have, out of nervousness, opened the thing and just started blazing. He might have been blazing with his eyes closed. All these things could have happened. Because right now it looks like, why wouldn't he? How he didn't see you on the porch? How he didn't see that was a female? It looked like it was for her. You take her somewhere that she ain't gonna go in, you go on the porch. He walk up, open the door, because the driver said he shot 12 times in the car, 8 hit her. He could have been fine with his eyes closed, could have been nervous, could have been anything. What we do know is them saying his reasons because she was pregnant is false. Because they said, autopsy report said she wasn't pregnant. So, but me personally, I've never seen any friction between those two. Never, ever.
Yeah, that's a wild story, man. It's gonna have to keep watching and see what happens.
Yeah, I believe they got one more week. So we'll know something this week. The team is waiting. We're gonna get them minute orders. You know that, boy. When we get them minute orders, we breaking that down. You might have to come to the 100 side of the clubhouse and get the replays, like Academic does. He does it every morning. He goes through our replays and get content and runs it.
Okay, you guys are you guys covered, or what do you mean?
Yeah, every room we have, our replays are on. So if you go to our room, all the audio is there. So if I got dudes that are coming there with all the paperwork and literally go over line for line and break everything down. My man Prince, so Prince, Ghost, people like that, Lavish. So it's kind of like the work's done for you. Get the squad a shout out, they ain't tripping.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay. I seen you tell a story a couple years ago about NBA YoungBoy shooting a music video in Jordan Downs. Do you remember this?
Yeah. They tried to tell him to leave. He said he wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's what that is. He did that. The Grape Streets told me that.
It's like
that don't come from him. That come from them. They respected him for it.
So I guess he was there shooting a music video, and I guess some of the guys he was with left or something?
Whatever it was, some other guys pulled up who wasn't familiar with what was going on. I guess told him he had to roll it up. He told him he ain't going nowhere. It ain't like he punked him or nothing. They probably just respected his heart. You know what I'm saying? The JDs is the JD. Shout out to my nephew, Munchie. They just probably respected his heart, but he had enough heart to be in the middle of some of our most notorious projects in Southern California are in the city of Watts. You got to factor in the jungles and Eliso Village. But when it comes to blacks, city of watch. You got the Jordan now, Imperial Courts, you know. So for him to be out of town, dude, take a stand like that, yeah, you gotta respect his heart.
That's pretty wild, right? Yeah, Jordan Downs is, yeah.
Yeah, you know, NBA YoungBoy is kind of like, he's in his own head. He believes himself because he's sure of himself. And that's what makes him him. You gotta just do it to him. Straight up. He gonna try you. That's a fact.
Yeah, I remember when he was out more, he was always getting in fights.
Yeah, because he ain't going for it. And I'm glad his little ass sitting down somewhere. Shout out to Fee and the management team over there. You know, they doing the right thing. He been low-key, gearing up a tour if he hasn't already started it, which I think will be a big hit and a big success. We all waiting to see what happened in Chicago. I think he gonna go to Chicago, sell it out. Get in there and get out of there. Now, I wouldn't want him to see him do no after parties.
Right, he'll probably be heavily guarded, and I mean, there's going to be no getting to. He's going to have bulletproof cars, and you know he'll be fine. You know, I guess the whole thing is right now everybody's waiting to see, is he going to perform any diss songs when he's out there.
I don't think he would. He a very respectful young man. I think he gonna consider the family and friends and children. I can't not. He would not do it out of fear. I think he would not do it out of respect. What would he want somebody to do for him in that situation in his backyard? And I think he realized, ain't you know, you reap what you sow. So I think he got enough hits and enough music to get up there and do things where he don't have to do that. I would bet on he's not gonna do the diss songs.
You know, he just did a little interview, and in this interview, he just says that the music industry is demonic, and he's like, yeah, I had to, you know, demons have walked in and out of my door, you know, so he don't like the music business industry at all.
I don't know what to say for the music industry that made him who he is today. So he ain't control of what he do or what he don't do.
Well, what's your general thoughts on the music business?
It's political. It's definitely situational. And it's based on what you know and who you know. Your movements, you being thorough, and you doing what you say you're gonna do is gonna give you some longevity in this. Last night, me and the Queen went to awards. Was it a Visionary Awards, baby? And true visionary. As soon as I walked in and sat down, white dude walk up, Wack, I've been waiting to talk to you. What's up? Boom, 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 boom. We just spent $300 million doing this. We need your help in doing this. I dropped your name too. But how did you? Well, such and such your man, Pete Farmer. Oh yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, now Pete's a big deal in the industry. Babyface, Gorilla Black. He did a lot. You know what I'm saying? Elder Barge, right? Pete Farmer from my neighborhood, just not a gangbanger. He said, yeah, he told me about when he had a stroke. This is a white dude telling me this. I said, yeah. He said his wife called you and said she had to go somewhere, but he was hungry and he had just had a stroke that day. He said, can you tell me what happened? I just want to cross-reference. I said, I just ordered BJ's, you know, so the BJ's came 2 minutes after the call. Now I was starving, that's why I ordered it. I'm at the studio, but I'm like, I took the food, drove down to the hospital. I got there, everybody had left. My homie, he had just had a stroke. I said, so I cut up all the food and I fed my homeboy. He said, bro, he told me that story. He said everything he's done for everybody in the industry, he didn't hear from him, nobody came to see him. But the minute he heard his wife call you, telling him he was hungry, he didn't like the hospital food, The day he was in there, you came down, brought him some good food and fed him, right? He said, for that, I want to do some business with you. We just brought the whole block of warehouses out. We want to do all this stuff. Come see us Monday. You see how the industry works? So you could put the good into it and it'll come to you. You could put the bad into it, that'll come to you too. That's a lot of people unalive today because they got the industry opportunity. And if they wouldn't have got that, they might still be alive today. You get what I'm saying? So it is what you make of it. You look up, there's some success stories. Diddy's a success story, whether you want to believe it or not, because the industry didn't do what he did. He did what he did. You got Birdman and Slim over there, right? Birdman, the top of August is about to receive a dynamic, a crazy award from Universal, right? You guys will hear about that, probably on Academics channel. I set they one-on-one up, but you know, they've been, 35 years? You know, Jay Prince had a great run, right? And took that money and moved it to other places. So, you know, it's all what you make of it, bro. You know what I mean? Dr. Dre, Eminem, Ice Cube. It's a lot of success stories out here on the urban side. Top Dog, TDE, Kendrick, you know. But if you mixing that with the streets, then you might see some demons. You got to listen. If you straddle the damn railroad track when that train come, you gonna get hit. You gotta be on this side or this side of it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what you make it.
I was doing my research for this interview. And during my research, I come across a still shot photo of you in the Millie video.
Yeah. I keep telling y'all, I'm not these other dudes. I'm one of one. I'm the only one been here in the mix of things, part of things, when these dudes didn't even know what was what. I'm one of one. That can sit here and will sit here and have a conversation. Academics tells you guys all the time, going back and forth with Wack about some of this shit don't even make sense. Wack can pick his phone up and you talking about something, Wack can pick the phone up and call it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I remember that day because I got some contracts signed. I had this product. It was called Quick and Split or something like what it was, you know, back then you guys had the Black and Milds or whatever it was. You just had to break it open and take the bullshit out. So it was a little thing that went on your keychain, a little cylinder. And inside was a little razor.
I remember those.
Okay, again, watch, see what I'm saying? And you put it through, boom, in it, right? So I was down there, I had Dub C signed, I was down there getting Lil Wayne and T-Pain and J-Rock. Cause that day they shot 3 videos. Millie video, Lil Wayne shot his song with J-Rock, and Wayne shot something with T-Pain. We was downtown LA. That was definitely, I remember that. That had to have been 05, 06. I remember I had a Burgundy S500, a Benz. We was riding them Spreewells and Lowenhearts back then. See, a lot of these cats be talking outside, like Munchie B, right? On some real shit. There wasn't no mentioning no damn Munchie B, A or C. You get what I'm saying? These is dudes that when the outside was like dangerous in the music industry, when cats came together to me, the Big U's, and the other powers to be at a table to start to control this shit and keep these music videos safe and the studios safe and kill the robbery and the shootouts and all that. These dudes wasn't nowhere around. You know, back then wasn't no podcast. It was dude running the show. What's the white dude with the big ass nose? Howard Stern. Straight up and be real. So a lot of
websites.
a lot of these dudes be talking. I be looking at them like, bro, everything you talking about is just right here in your little circle. You wasn't here, so yeah, that was definitely Millie video. I had hair still.
Did you have hair?
I had a fade. That's a fact.
Okay. Maybe
That's a fact. I had a bald fade. I had hair still.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you link up with Birdman and Wayne and everybody?
I was always genuine with Birdman and Wayne. Me and Mac Main always had a relationship. I was always genuine with them. When things would pop up, things would happen, I would take it upon myself to see about them, but I never would ask them for nothing. I just handled it. And when I started to manage Game, Drake, Wayne features and all, I would call Stunner. Stunner. The label sending back a tab, 200, 300,000. He say, Wack, you ever sent me a tab for anything you did for us? Never. He said, your money don't spend with me, you call me direct, you got my number. So, you know, when any Wayne Game song, or like 100 with Drake and Game, I just sent it to Stunner direct, he cleared. Remember one time they sent back a $300,000, $250 tab on that 100 song to Allen Grumblack. He said, Wack, they sent us a tab, $250. I make a phone call, 15 minutes, back, zeroed out. But I got that relationship with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. It's not Birdman. I like my phone book is crazy. And just not the music industry. You know, that's why I hear a lot of these people. I entertain a lot of these little hamsters just to have fun with, but I don't gotta talk to these people. They outside ain't my outside. You get what I'm saying? My girl told me today, where's that you say you wanna go to? She wanna go to Tahiti. And she promised me she won't pack no panties. I'm trying to be outside in Tahiti. I don't know what's going on, bro, with people. I just got a different perception and vision. You know what I'm saying? I got a crazy round table coming next week with my business partners. We got a lot going on. Boxing, we got a club opening up in Hollywood, Florida. You know what I'm saying? We try to launch that Halloween. Baby, you remember, did he come up with a name for the club? Is he gonna rock with the original name? Okay, the Babylon Club. Which, you know, I was like, that's some Scarface shit. It's Florida, you know. But it's a spinoff. It's a Babylon Club up in New York. So we got they blessings to do the same down, you know. Hollywood, Florida, you do your math, is one of the fastest growing cities. It's crazy. It's like 15 high rises going on right now, all at one time. Got this block, hookah, in dining, clubs, lounges. We got a 3-story spot little situation out there. So we launching that. Boxing, I got my hand in the boxing thing. That's why you see 600 Christopher Lovejoy fighting on the 8th down there. You know, so we got a lot going on, man. You know, you get just time to spin off and enhance what we doing. Tronics Network is firing up. I got an AI team I just hired, full staffed. These dudes to create this, just as we look right here, 3 days, 45-minute episode.
It's crazy, yeah.
Crazy. So, you know, we making our moves. So I want y'all to continue to talk about me, and I'll feed y'all what I'm doing as we go on. As I close deals around it, we get the bag, then I tell y'all, then y'all can go talk about it. Hopefully y'all catch up, because I don't see another 18 months of this. Me and you gonna be good, because I got moves for you, right? I got moves. I got a great exit control plan for cats like you, right? But these other little dudes who's depending on working in somebody else's building, they gonna be forced to do what they gotta do. That's a fact.
So you think it's drying up? The content game is drying up.
I know. My woman will tell you, bro, I got calls all week. Hey, Wack, could you just come on with me and let's create something? Because we know you good at just taking the conversation, sending it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you look at something, you say, okay, we could talk about this for 5 minutes. You know it's probably gonna be 7 or 8. And those 2-3 minutes over 5-6 topics add up. which extends your play, which give you more commercial ad play. See, this is what they don't think about. I'm thinking about it because I want to do the best job I can do for you. So when you want to bring me back, it's worth you bringing me back, right? And then I want you to understand, Wack gives me that extra when he don't have to, because I might call you for favor. This is what this is about, right? A lot of these dudes, man, they see something, they late bloomers. Oh, we want to jump on that. Shit, we at the end of the road with this play. It's a fact. You know, yeah, we at the end of the road with this play. You know, you see what they doing. That's why they killing, they killing certain things on YouTube. Let's be real. Over the last couple years, the LA rhetoric has been the talk.
LA and Chicago runs the podcasting.
Chicago been slowing down. Murder rate down. Apply Chicago. If Chicago want to get back at the YouTube and the podcasters, this the way y'all tell the podcasters, y'all, slow y'all murder rate down, give them less to talk about. Guys like Ack, he's a journalist. You know what I'm saying? He gonna talk about the butterflies, the new futuristic car, cause his following is gonna do that, but being Ack about to make a move as well. So I'm about to make a move with everybody. You, Ack, Adam. I got a great proposal coming. I believe this meeting gonna go great. I know what I'm going down there to do, to get that bag and position people where you still in control. But check this out. This what you took you the last 10 years to get, and you know you ain't gonna get it in the next 10. So take this, go spend this into some real estate, do whatever else you wanna do, buy some Bitcoin, but you can still control your thing and keep it moving. We ain't here to cause no disruptions. So, you know, that's what I'm gonna bring to the table. You know, I didn't come into this to control this or be a part of this. I came into this to see how I can plug in, connect to it, enhance, build a few more relationships, and then keep moving. That's what it's about.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Okay, you know, when you met Lil Wayne, was he already claiming to be a blood and everything at that time?
Yeah, the whole time I know him, man, he always had a flag in his back pocket, on the right side. Well.
What was your thoughts like when you first started seeing like out of town dudes claiming to be Bloods and Crips?
Well, Lil Wayne, it was a little different because I know Mac 10 that went down there and kind of sparked a lot of that movement. You know, Mac 10 is a homie we honor and respect. You know what I'm saying? So it was what it was. A lot of people got to give that credit to Mac as far as that type of influence. The decision them men wanted to make, because they was bigger than whatever he was talking about at the time anyway, was something they chose to embrace. I applauded it because we had been in the Crip world so long.
Snoop and Dogg Pound and everybody.
Crip walking and all this, you know, so long. That was kind of like the beginning of the era of Bloods getting a seat. Right now, when it comes to the music industry as professionals and as corporate entities, people that come from a Damu background are in more position than people that come from a Crip background. You get what's real. Artist-wise, up and coming, it's more young Crips that's hotter and making a move than young Bloods. And you go over the last 7 years, that's just what it been. So corporate-wise, that red flag is in position. Artist-wise on the come up, that blue rag is in position.
I did an interview with Chopper from the band.
Nephew, I knew Nephew before he had a mustache.
And in this interview, he told me that he actually went to Mob, Pyru,
Yeah, he
and
claimed
got
P-Funk.
jumped in. He didn't just, do the celebrity thing and,
Listen, When he was running around before Diddy, while he was running around with Diddy, he was running with us. Death Row, Suge, all that. He always been a man of his own. That's nephew. He ain't doing no line about nothing. Matter of fact, he really don't talk about things he can't talk about because he been there for it. Him and another youngster out of Philly, boxer named Malik Scott. Both was young, 18, 17 with us. In the gutter with us, in the field with us, seen some things, know some things. That's a fact. So whatever Chopper spoke on, that's real. He really don't talk about a lot, but he can. This is real. He didn't give a what Diddy was talking about. He let him know he was over there with us. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely one you might want to keep coming back because there's a lot of history there.
Yeah, for sure, man. Aaron the Plumber.
Uh-huh.
You guys been going at it for a while.
No, not at all.
Didn't he call the cops on you or something?
He been talking to himself for a while. You got to remember, I didn't know this dude. I didn't know who he was. I just started getting text messages. Crazy, wild text messages. I got 100 Crips, Bloods, and Mexicans, and we gonna do this. I'm like, man, what's this dude? So I go to Clubhouse. Yo, who's Aaron the Plumber? Naughty Nerd, the transgender on my floor, said, oh, that's the dude that the transgender beat up on like Zeus or something, right? I don't know who this dude is. I'm like, damn, dude is texting me. They like, Wack, he just trolling, he a troll. I said, oh yeah? So after about the second, third time him texting me about, I don't know some shit, I don't know what he talking about, I called him and trolled him back. But I guess he took the thing and I said, I'm gonna get some views, I'm gonna call the police, right? So that's why I know like this game is like, in this game, it gotta be some rules. Like if I'm trolling you, Cam, you know I don't know you, I'm trolling you, you like, all right, well, they say Wack got a following. I get trolling me every day, but if I see a dude got 3 people, I'm not gonna entertain you. Cause me trolling you don't do nothing for me. It just does something for you. I'm like, he got a follower? They said, nah, Wack, Aaron the Plumber got a little follower. He be running around wanting to fight people and shit. I said, oh, okay, so I went and seen, I said, oh shit, he got a little YouTube channel with some people. All right. So fuck it, I trolled him back. Because the only thing gonna happen in my mind is I'm gonna tap into his following and maybe I pick up another 1,000, 2,000, 500, 800, whatever people that follow him that don't follow me, and then flip side, with me, he'll pick up some of my people that follow me and don't follow him. But you dealing with a different type of animal today. They doing anything but clout. So, he been screaming, I'm gonna call the police, I'm gonna do this and do this and do that, but end of the day, I'm scratching my head. I ain't never seen this dude, met this dude, I don't know this dude. You contact me talking crazy. I'm just shit. You threw the ball, I swung the bat. So now it's kind of like, it's some people I be wanting to troll with, because I'm like, okay, I see him coming up, but I don't do it because you don't know what they gonna do. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. Like, all right, you troll it. All right, if I troll you back my way, are you gonna take this shit and turn it into something else? So now it's kind of like, this game is gonna phase out, bro. People like that in this game is gonna kill the fun and kill the longevity of it.
That was gonna be my next question. Do you think he's gonna be around much longer? Because I just seen he posted a video where he said he got jumped by some gang members. He had like a black eye. I don't know if it was real or not, but
we going into that.
Nobody really posted it.
We going into that. Bro, it's some shit that's a gimmick, and then there's some shit that has longevity because it's authentic. The gimmicks, they're gonna have a 30-day to 9-month run. Then they'll phase out. The things that's authentic, it'll still be here.
Yeah, it's hard for like content creators or interviewers like yourself, man. You guys to stay around for as long as you've been around, man, it's pretty rare. Like the Charleston Whites, you, maybe a couple other guys.
He's him. Charleston is Charleston. He ain't got to think about what he gonna do. He just do it.
Right. Yeah, I seen him. He was going off on Gilly, man. It was pretty. He trolls pretty hard. He plays hard.
He from Texas. He from Dallas too. They gonna pop their shit. He gonna talk his shit. He gonna say the most heinous. His whole thing is if I'm gonna open my mouth and say something, I'm gonna make it count. I did an interview with Charleston. Charleston, 115 pounds, bro. You know, his bark is bigger than his bite. So he gonna get his off and get his in. So when the day come that y'all do catch him, he at least got it off.
Yeah. Troy Ave. This video comes out, and I think mostly everybody thought it was real. And then there comes reports out that TMZ was reporting that it's fake.
TMZ has no record to show that's fake. They have no record of anything.
Right.
TMZ is not the beginning, the middle, the end, the FBI, DEA, or the San Diego Police Department. Or they're not the people that might have been involved. Only thing they know it was never a police report. You know how many situations I have that where we got in and got out and shit went crazy and we didn't get what we come to get and they didn't get us? You think I'm gonna go to the police station and file a report? I went to rob this dude and I didn't get the money. You think they gonna go say, we shot at him 3 times and didn't hit him? Like, what we talking about?
I mean, I think the thing is in the video, it clearly looks like the dude got shot. I'm not saying he did, I don't know.
I've been hit a few times in my chest and my back. Ain't got no holes in me. If you know you're going to pull a robbery and somebody that's involved and already unalived or shot back at somebody, it's a good chance you're gonna have a vest on, right?
Possible.
Yeah, so you know, just because a get hit don't mean he hit. But you know, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep that algorithm going for Troy Ave. The streets is a myth. You know what I'm saying? The story of Troy Ave coming to the Tronics network, AI style. You heard it from me right here on Camp Capone.
That's what it is. Okay, 4 Extra. You know, the crazy hand situation, man. What was your thoughts when you first seen it? I didn't believe it. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
I mean, I knew it was real because of people that told me. I mean, I think, you know, he's still here, he's still around. You know, he got to readjust. I think he's taking a little too much time off, chasing something that's not there for him. 50,000, we knew that wasn't realistic. The story was out, there really wasn't no significance to it. You know, shit, he might have to reinvent himself. Look like he's been trying to rap a little more, but bro, we know fire accidents happen a lot. Houses burned down. It was like 8 houses burned down in my neighborhood.
Damn.
It was all on the news. In the city of Pacoima, you know, shit, fireworks went off. So, you know, it's unfortunate. I don't know if he might land back at no jumper. I don't see nobody else that's gonna really open the door to what he was making and getting. I don't know if that's still there. You know how this shit is. If you let that fire blow out, you come sit back in that saddle, getting it back on, you know what I'm saying? It's a little difficult, but I don't know, man. I think Adam might give him another shot. I mean, to be under different terms, but I think whatever he's gonna do, he need to hurry up and get to it. Swallow that pride and get back to work if that's what he wanna do. It hasn't even been a month, and it seems like it was 6 months ago. Remember, it was 4th of July. We're still in July.
Right, news can go pretty fast.
Bro, we still got the Diddy shit to cover. You got the T Grizzley aunt, the manager thing coming out. You know, I might slip and fall in the mall. It's all kind of things that's gonna happen, and the more things that happen, it just drowns that out. No disrespect, it ain't like 4 Extra is damn Snoop Dogg. He's 4 Extra, he was just starting to grow, starting to build. And his gimmick was prison fights, jailhouse fights, and I will fight and we gon' fight. Now we had a hand situation. So the odds of him having a fight is slim to none. So now people aren't even anticipating hearing about it or seeing it. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it still might be a lane for him. He just got to get back. He got to get back in the saddle. If at first you don't succeed, you try again.
What's going on with him and Adam?
He didn't want to talk to Adam when he went. He didn't want to talk. And then while he was there, people ran content. King Peel, Munchie B. He brought Gumby up there from Hoover, who was his enemy, who had never been up there. And I talked about that on Adam and Wack show that came out today. And he, you know, he made fun of it. And you know, I just think he took that some kind of way. You know, he thinks differently. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he felt like he was betrayed. He wouldn't let Adam come sing for some reason, but he did that prior to Adam, these things happened. I'm not saying Adam did that because of that. That's just how the shit failed. So with him seeing that, I think he really, but ultimately, I don't think nobody in town, I mean, we know you got community, big community, he ain't going over there, he said them his enemies. Say he won't sit down with his enemies. Bootleg Cab, that's not his lane. You a one-man show. He ain't got no other place to turn to but either his own channel, which he should have been doing that while he was growing that No Jumper. So, you know what I'm saying? To start that now is like an uphill thing, or try to go back to No Jumper. I mean, you see anything else?
I mean, you pretty much got No Jumper and here are the main two places for like a street dude from LA, for sure.
And on your platform, he got to run his ship. He got to sit in that seat. He's never sat in that seat. That's a different seat. Co-hosted and waiting for somebody to put it on the table is a total different seat than what you sitting in now.
Right. He never conducted any interviews or anything, or he only played the one spot position.
That's it. So, you know, I would like to see him back at No Jumper.
I would definitely like to see 4 Extra back, man. I'm so tired of, like, you know, Crip Mac goes to jail, Brick Baby goes to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, we keep, you know what I'm saying, losing all these, like, important people, part of the LA podcast scene.
Bro, it's phasing out. I told Adam I'm putting together the No Jumper teens. Let's
The No Jumper what?
Teens.
Teens, okay.
See what they got to talk about.
Okay. Like, well, I don't understand. Like, what do you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that. You don't understand, right?
Right.
Who controls the streaming world? Spotify, YouTube.
Right, the kids.
Put
My audience is all like
let's put
18, 24 and over, man. Okay. I don't have a young audience at all.
Yeah, but guess what? What would that do to Cam Capone News? To have a 15 to 19 audience, because you got teens talking about what the teens want to hear. They don't give a damn about no 4 Extras or what. Well, they tell me I cross over to them. Had a dude tell me last night, like, bro, you tapping down us down here. But they don't care about the shit we be talking about. They got their own conversation. Whether it's about video games or whatever it's about, they got their own conversation that their age group will tune in and listen to. And it's more them than us. To every one male or one female in the house is 2-3 kids that's want to watch something or be involved in something.
For sure. Well, before we get out of here, what's your thoughts on Little Brazy?
The little kid?
The white blood dude from Utah.
I don't see him as that. I wouldn't interview him. I said the only way I would interview him if it's going to be some type of like intervention. I'm not talking no gang talk with this child. I've never been part of a child being jumped on. outside of the days I was a child. I don't promote gang banging, gang violence for any child. So you want to put him in front of me, you're not getting endorsements as a gang member. You're going to get a lecture from a father. So I guess they didn't put him in front of me. I wish him the luck. I hope he snaps out of it. I hope those elders around him stop being selfish. Stop seeing this dude as another 6ix9ine and kind of like send that dude back to school. Let him be a kid, because everybody's gonna laugh at him when they find him in the alley.
Well, that's what it is. Wack100.
That's it.
I appreciate you, man.
We out. Shop Incredible Diapers, Tronics Network. Catch us on the 100 side of Clubhouse. Follow the Queen R_ANN_B. And go ahead and tap that subscription button on the YouTube streets on the 100 Show. I am the founder of the social media ninjas. We stay strapped with the extended charge cords. And we out.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.